Hey guys, so on today's episode of Wristwatch Check, I have on my personal Cartier Tank Louis, and today we are taking a look at two examples of the vintage Must De Cartier Tank when it comes to affordable alternatives to the solid gold Cartier Tank Louis example. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at the two watches I have in my hands right now. So in front of me today are two examples of the manual wound vintage Cartier Must De Cartier Tank. The two examples are actually in really good condition, and one red and one blue dial. The blue dial nicknamed the Lapis Lazuli for its Lapis dial, and then the red one being a simple and classic all red Burgundy dial. When it comes to affordable watches in the market, I think Cartier is the top of many people's list, including Omega and some vintage Oyster dates by Rolex. For me, if you want to get into a true classic design and true horology, I think Cartier is a great place to start. Now, no, when it comes to watchmaking, they are not known to be the greatest when it comes to this era. Of recent times, Cartier has done some pretty cool things with their movements, but here we have two watches with a ETA movement housed inside. But that doesn't mean that these watches are cheap. They are constructed with a sterling silver case and a very thick gold plating with the vermeil stamped on the case back. These examples are great watches. For anybody looking to get into the luxury watch market and loves the timeless design of a Cartier Tank Louis like this, the Must De Cartier Tanks are a great option for well under $3,000 depending on the dial, variation, condition, and the contents that the watch comes with. These two examples are in different price brackets, and that's because the Lapis dial is more expensive and more sought after. For right under $2,000, you can have a gorgeous 23 by 30mm men's Cartier Tank with a Lapis dial, or for a few $100s less, a very crisp red dial. These examples, in my opinion, are timeless, and you can pair them with a handful of strap options. Dress it up with an alligator, dress it down with a lizard, or even a smooth calf leather. The Cartier Must De Cartier Tank is one of my favorite watches to recommend for clients trying to get into affordable vintage and affordable luxury and want something that is classic and timeless. I love Cartier, and you probably know in my personal collection, I have a handful of vintage and neo-vintage examples. So you can understand why I love watches like this so much. And the best part is, both of these examples are available in the Vintage Watch Shop over at huntingtoncompany.com. So if you're looking to purchase something with a bit more color coming into the summer months, these two Must De Cartier Tanks are perfect examples of what you should be looking at to add to your collection. As always, thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. If you have any questions or are looking for specific models when it comes to these vintage tanks, we are always picking up a handful of different variations, from solid dials like this to the classic Roman numerals. Thank you guys again so much for checking out this week's video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.